Good day, time for another video. First up we have Dead Again by Suicidal Angels. I talked about them in my last video, picking up their second full length, Sanctify the Darkness. And this is a Greece thrash metal band formed in 2001, and Dead Again was their third full length. It came out in 2010 through Noise Art Records, and this one contains 12 tracks, and it's around 40 minutes in length. And this sounds pretty similar to Sanctifying the Darkness, but this has a little more Slayer influence, and that's never a bad thing. So I think I slightly prefer this one to Sanctifying the Darkness, but both are very good, fast-paced, quite aggressive thrash metal. And I'm gonna try to pick up all their stuff because this is great stuff. So check out Suicidal Angels, Dead Again.
You think I would deserve from this fucking race?
Next up we have Funeral Mist, Salvation, released by Norma Evangelium Diaboli in 2003. And Funeral Mist I talked about 2 videos ago, I think. And it's a one-man band currently from Sweden. Mortus from Marduk is the sole member now, but on this record, their debut, there was a drummer and an additional guitarist, and it's very chaotic, aggressive black metal, and this one contains a lot of songs, and it's over 1 hour in length, so it's quite hard to get through the first time, but the more you listen, the more you hear small details and stuff, and there are some strange samples, and everything is good. This is a little bit more chaotic and less catchy than Dayform, the one from last year. I slightly prefer that one to this, but I haven't listened to this as much. Yes, Funeral Mist, Salvation. Next we have Inaphelion. Aphelion, I don't know how you pronounce the band name. The record is called Moribund. It was released earlier this year through Edge Circle Productions. And this band contains of Sebastian Ramstedt and Johan Bergbeck from Necrophobic. This sounds slightly similar to Necrophobic, but this is a little bit more fast-paced and more black metal than the Swedish hybrid Black Death, melodic Black Death, Dissection, Necrophobic and stuff. This is more melodic black metal, and it's very good. It's 58 minutes in length, so it's a little bit long, but it could have been stripped down, rearranged some tracks, and get the running time a little bit lower, shorter, because when it's good, it's very good, and it's not bad. The stuff I'm talking about is not bad. It's pretty good, but it's too long. But if you like melodic black metal, check out Inaphelion Moribund. Now for some tapes. This is Of Frost and War by Hail of Bullets, released by Metal Blade in 2008, and this is a Floga Records reissue from 2020. Floga Records always does an excellent job on their reissues. And Hail of Bullets is one of these bands that I had heard of but never really listened to. I said to check them out because they feature Martin van Droonen on vocals, one of my favorite vocalists of all time, and also some all other members from Asphyx and Gorefest, I think, and Thanatos, and it's a super group, and they play a hybrid of Bolt Thrower and Asphyx, and it's very, very good, very heavy riffing. The production is massive. But like with Bolt Thrower and Asphyx, later stuff, I just wish it's mostly mid-paced or slow, very, very heavy. But sometimes you just want to pick up the pace and just get hammered. They do pick up the pace sometimes, and it's great. But the variety, a little bit more pace from time to time. Other than that, this is great. It's 11 tracks. It's over 50 minutes in length, and some of the tracks tend to blend together a little bit. But other than that, very, very good stuff. And I have ordered their other two full lengths, which I can't remember the name of. Tape is black. J card. Folds out like this, and you have the lyrics. Floga always, as I said, does an excellent work on these reissues. So check out Hail of Bullets of Frost and War if you haven't. Next up we have Cryptic Hatred, Nocturnal Sickness, released by The Other Records in 2022. And the Cryptic Hatred is a Finnish death metal band that was formed in 2019, and this is their debut full length. It was released earlier this year. And if I remember correct, Liam, the Death Doom Metalhead, showed this in a video a couple of weeks ago, and I ordered this from their Bandcamp, and this is very, very good. Hints of early Cannibal Corpse, especially the vocals. It sounds a lot like Chris Barnes did in his earlier years, and there's some suffocation thrown in, some beat downs, breakdowns in the suffocation style. It's very filthy and horrible in a good way. One of the better death metal releases so far this year. It's black tape, and the J card folds out, and there you have the band members. On the other side you have the lyrics. Very good stuff. So check out Cryptic Hatred, Nocturnal Sickness if you want some death metal from this year. Next up we have Plague, Portals of Mind, released through Redefining Darkness in 2020, and this is a death metal band from Greece that was formed in 2011, and the Portraits of Mind is their only full length so far, and it was I think once again Liam, the Death Doom Metalhead, showed this in a video. I had heard this before but forgot to pick it up, so when I saw his video I immediately jumped on it. And it contains 7 tracks, and it's around 36 minutes in length, and they are clearly influenced by the early Florida scene, with especially little later death, but there are also some very heavy stompy obituary stuff going on, and there usually I don't like guitar solos, but these are quite nice, and the production is very good, and the vocalist sounds very angry, very good. Yeah, if you like death metal, check out Plague. You get the insert with the lyrics on the other side. And the record is some kind of, I don't know, some kind of splatter, brownish, light brown with black splatter. Very nice. Sounds terrific. Next up we have Of Feather and Bone with a record called Sulfuric Disintegration. It was released by Profound Law Records in 2020, and Of Feather and Bone is a death metal band from Denver, Colorado. They started out in 2012 as a more hardcore band. Their debut full length is more hardcore metal, but I discovered the band in 2018 when they released their second full length called Bestial Hymns of Perversion, and this one actually featured in my top 10 in 2020 video. I had pre-ordered it, but it never arrived, and it still hasn't arrived. I bought a used copy a couple of weeks ago. Still haven't got my pre-order, which is a bummer. But anyway, this is very, very chaotic and aggressive, abrasive death metal. It doesn't really sound like anything else. Even their Bestial Hymns of Perversion, it sounds almost like another band. They are both very good in their own way. I think I prefer Bestial Hymns of Perversion, but this is also great. Contains 7 tracks and is around 30 minutes in length, which is a perfect length for this kind of assaulting death metal. There you have some. You get a poster, and on the other side you have the lyrics, which is a little bit strange, because if I want to hang my poster, I cannot read the lyrics, so that's a little bit strange, but nice. And the record is just on black vinyl. The one I pre-ordered was some type of colored, but it sounds good, and that's the most important thing. So check out Of Feather and Bone. Lastly, we have this one. This is Gathering of the Insane by the band JT Ripper, and it was released in 2018 through I Hate Records. And JT Ripper is a band from Chemnitz in Germany. They formed in 2010, and Gathering of the Insane was their second full length, and so far they haven't released anything. Their latest It was contains 10 tracks, and it's around 36 minutes of black and thrash metal. Sounds a little bit like Endless Pain and that kind of stuff. So if you like early Creator and early Sodom and stuff, this has you covered, because it's very good, and they very aggressive vocals. They sing about serial killers and horror movies and stuff. So very good. And the lyric insert, very cool looking, but kind of hard to read, but very nice layout. And the record is kind of olive green. So check out JT Ripper if you can't get enough of the Teutonic early 80s thrash metal. That was it. Thank you.